I want to get to Evgenii Dadonov.
Yeah.
Let's backtrack a second here if we can. Backtrack a couple of days. Dadonov is a healthy scratch.
Yep.
And then he does not practice the next practice they have.
And yeah,
we are told that he was doing a therapy day. Correct?
Yeah.
And then members of the media started to comment, some
Obviously.
speculate, and our buddy, one of our best friends, Jean-Charles Lajoie, of BPM Sport Radio and TVA Sport Television, he said that when Martin St. Louis lacked a little bit of patience with members of the media a couple of days ago who asked about Dadonov a couple of times and asked if the game that he missed was therapy related or injury related, Martin lost a little bit of patience.
He lost it.
You know, Eric Engels of Sportsnet told us that after off camera, Martin St. Louis basically kind of like apologized and said, guys, I hope we're cool type of thing. You were there. Did he do that? You saw that?
I was not there. I was home,
there.
But
okay.
I've been told. I don't think he felt bad because let's start from the beginning, okay? Because the story starts on Friday when Dadonov's agent calls Kent Hughes. And
which, if I can, pardon me, this is an information that you divulged today, correct?
That's correct. Or last night at on TVA Sport, the show with Dave and Elizabeth, but I repeated it this morning at BPM Sport. And I just, because it is so important, the timeline. So on Friday, Dadonov's agent calls Kent Hughes. He's like, well, you know, it's not going well. My client is not very happy with his time on ice, with the fact that he doesn't have minutes on the power play, which is perfectly fine. And Kent Hughes, I met him between second and third period last night, and he's like, you know what? I really respect that. I would have done the same thing as an agent. So everything is cool.
You asked Kent Hughes about it, right? You're divulging this information because you asked Kent Hughes about it, and we
had an 18 minutes conversation. So just him and I, we met, we talked. He's a great person. And let me just say that I have complete trust in Kent Hughes that if he's telling me something, it's going to be the truth. If he is not, well, if it's not the truth, he's just not going to tell me, right? When he decided to answer a question, it's the truth.
The most honorable executives, not only in the National Hockey League, but of all of sport, when they establish a good relationship with a member of the media, what they'll tell you is, I can't always tell you the truth, but I'll never lie to you.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So then
en français, on dit pas toute vérité est beau à dire, right? You can't say all the truth, right?
But
sometimes.
No bull.
Correct.
You know?
No bull poop.
C'est ça. So Saturday, Dadonov finds out he's not playing. He's not happy, obviously, which is very normal. You want that, actually. So after the game, Kent Hughes goes to Dadonov.
Yes.
Having a chat, and Dadonov is like, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm going to be honest, but you know what? I understand the decision. I'm not playing well. I could do better, and blah blah. So they're cool. So everything is cool.
But Dadonov is probably wondering, after his agent calls Kent Hughes on Friday to say that, hey, listen, my client's not happy. He's playing 13 and a half minutes per game. He's not playing on the power play.
Yeah.
After he scratched a healthy scratch on Saturday, when the decision comes down that he's a healthy scratch on Saturday, he's probably wondering if it was because of that phone call, or was it determined that he was a healthy scratch before that call?
It doesn't have any link.
Okay, perfect.
Is it okay?
Okay.
So, and Kent Hughes is telling me, you know what, Dadonov he's being a real pro. He understands the situation and blah blah blah. So, and what I called the ingredient for a perfect storm, Dadonov catches a virus. Okay. I got a virus. A lot of people got a virus. I mean, I was swallowing like razor blades every 10 seconds. Okay. So I understand, there's a virus running around. So that's the ingredient for a perfect storm because you have a veteran guy, 5 millions, doesn't play, and then poof, he disappears.
Mm-hmm.
The virus thing, you can ask a lot of questions about it, which is very normal, and it's our job. So Martin is a coach, a player's coach, former player. He doesn't want to throw Dadonov under the bus. So and you know what? I'll be very honest, and I said that to Kent Hughes. Martin Saint-Louis doesn't react correctly because the questions are, do you say legitimate?
Yes.
I mean, the second question when he lost it was,
yeah,
can you confirm it was a healthy scratch on Saturday? And then he loses it. I understand him. I mean, I'm not blaming him because, as I told you, he's a player's coach and blah, blah, blah. But the questions had to be asked.
Of course they did.
And
by the way, it upsets me when people say I'm Montreal media, especially the Francophone media, this, that, all that. They were legitimate questions. Anyone who was doing their job, those are questions that needed to be asked. Having said all that, St. Louis' reaction will lead some to believe that he was not in the best of mood because there was maybe a bad reaction on Dadonov's part. And then you hear about this virus, and now you're starting to wonder if there really was a virus. I'm Marinaro, and that clip you just watched is from our most recent episode of the Sick Podcast. Once again, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and you'll be notified when we go live. I'm Marinaro. Tell your friends about it. This podcast, like me, is pretty sick.